Title: I was the family outcast. Now I'm the reason they're falling apart.
Hi, Reddit. Buckle up. This one's been building for 22 years.
Throwaway account because my family knows my real one. Backstory: I'm a 22-year-old woman, the oldest of 3 kids. My parents had me when they were really young. Mom was 19, Dad was 21. I was the surprise baby. My younger brother, 20, and sister, 17, were planned and treated like royalty. From the time I could walk, it was obvious I wasn't the favorite. I wasn't allowed to do sports or clubs because they were too expensive, but my brother got to play football and my sister did ballet, piano, and even went to summer camps. I wore thrift store clothes while they got brand names. They had parties every birthday. I was lucky if I got a store-bought cake. I was always too dramatic, too sensitive, or too independent, aka ignored, unless they needed someone to babysit or do chores. My parents praised my siblings constantly, even for average stuff. Me, straight A student, won science fairs, got into college early, they couldn't care less. At 15, I got my first job and started saving. At 18, I moved out for college with no help, no calls, no visits. They even forgot my 19th birthday. Now for the good part. I graduated college debt-free thanks to scholarships and working 2 jobs. I landed a high-paying remote tech job. I'm doing well. Meanwhile, my parents? Not so much. Dad lost his job, Mom only works part-time, and they're buried in debt. Suddenly, I'm their favorite. They called me up out of nowhere saying they're so proud and could really use my help. Specifically, pay off their mortgage, help with bills, and cover my brother's trade school costs. I asked one question: why should I help you? Cue the tears and guilt trips. We're family. We didn't realize you felt this way. You're being cruel. So I laid it all out. Every ignored birthday, every time they said I was a mistake, every soccer game they went to for my brother while skipping my awards, every time they made me feel like a burden instead of a daughter. I told them I didn't owe them a single cent. In fact, I was using my money to pay for therapy, to undo the damage they caused. But I wasn't done. A few months later, my sister applied to a fancy private college and needed a co-signer. She forged my signature on the application. So I called the admissions office, sent them proof of the forgery, and she got rejected. Hard,